Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here with a little Arma 3 update. Um, as you guys may or may not know, I've been continuing to work on Arma 3 stuff for a while now, and I'm hoping to get to the point where we can start doing some missions on the channel, but I really want to get all the mod stuff set up first so I don't have to worry about that once we get going, and we can just focus on mission making and enjoying stuff rather than constantly having to add and update things. But yeah, today I just wanted to show you guys some of the stuff I'd been working on and what we can kind of look forward to in the future. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just jump right into this. First off, got new uniforms. These uniform models were made by the same guy who does Spec 4 vests, which this character is also wearing. But all the textures are new and done by myself. With the exception of the shoes. The shoes are the original textures, but I've retextured everything else on here. You can see that we've got, didn't mean to do that. We've got custom patches and stuff on here with the SEAL Team 9 patch on there, and the IR American flags, and so on and so forth. And so let's just kind of go through all the various uniform textures that we've got here. So we've got the full ACU. We've got ACU with the green shirt, and we've got some good old Navy AOR1, and then AOR1 with a black shirt, and then AOR2 also with a black shirt. We've got some 3-colored desert. I love the old school camos, and so I had to include this one, obviously. And then we've got desert night camouflage, also with a black shirt. We've got 3-colored desert with a khaki shirt, and then a mixture of the desert night and the 3-colored desert. This one is a real throwback. This was an experimental camouflage from, I believe, the 50s or 60s. It was used during the Cold War on, I believe, American vehicles and uniforms stationed in Western Germany at the time. And so I think it's really cool. It was one of the earliest digital camouflages, and I figured I would just kind of throw it in there for fun. Then we got multicam, because you can't do modern camouflage without multicam. We got multicam with a gray shirt and with a green shirt. Then we've just got flat gray, which I thought looked cool, and more uniform options. Then we've got like an urban sort of camouflage. Well, not camouflage, but an urban uniform with blue and gray, so more civilian look. And then we've got a little bit of M81 woodland camo with the gray pants, and then we've got the full M81 woodland uniform with also a black shirt and a gray shirt. So that's all the different uniforms I've been working on. Again, they all have the custom patches and stuff, and I will be adding a couple more variants probably, but for the most part I think the uniforms are more or less done. So next up, I think we'll take a quick look at the vests. I think I've showed these off before, but I'll go through them one more time. These are just Spec 4 vests that I've sort of retextured to look the way I want them to look. So first things first, the uniforms do not represent what they actually, or sorry, the names don't represent what they actually are here. So the AOR1 I've retextured to like a khaki sort of color here. And there's obviously comms, which has the bigger radio there. Medical has like the little surgical scissors and a few other things, little bits and pieces here. The operator one is like all ammo and grenades. Pouchless is what you just saw earlier. Empty bulletproof, or empty plate carrier, I should say. Team lead is fairly generic. And then the weapons one has a bunch of 40mm grenade rounds on it. And so those are the different variants. We've got them in khaki. AOR2 has been replaced by black. Coyote is still Coyote. And OD is still OD. Although that's more of like a Ranger green, in my opinion. But it's OD, whatever. Close enough. So we've got all those different options there. And then we also have a bunch of helmets as well. So we're going to go through these, but as you can see, there's quite a few of them, so I'm going to do this as quickly as I can. And actually, we've got a couple hats as well, wherever those ended up. Here we go. So we've got just the headset here, baseball cap with the headset. I'm going to do a couple more of these hats in like cool designs, just to add a little bit of interesting stuff to the mod pack. So we've got black, green, tan, and then this is my personal favorite, the Green Bay Packers one. So I'll do like sports, not a bunch of sports teams, but I'll do a couple sports teams and a couple other things. But one issue I need to fix is that the flag overlay is covering up part of the logo, so I'll need to figure out how to get rid of that. But I thought it'd be fun to do a couple like that. Maybe I'll do like a London Bridge trading one, or some companies like that would have baseball caps that Special Forces guys would wear. Then got a couple of these helmets that I'm not totally pleased with. I might swap them out for different models. There are a couple mods that have done similar helmets to these that look a lot better, so I might go with those instead, but these I just added in to kind of check out. Now all the different Ops Core helmets, there's a ton. So we've got the just the standard black, and you can see I've got more custom patches and stuff on here. This one's like the Jolly Roger patch that you see Navy SEALs wearing sometimes. And then we've got goggles up on top of the helmet, goggles on the face, and thermals. So he's got like Under Armour thermals on, and they cover the face and the hands. By the way, the cool thing about this uniform is that they have like mechanics gloves, although the logos are flipped, I believe. But I think they look a lot nicer than the typical, I don't know, everybody does like those hard knuckle Oakley gloves, and I've kind of gotten tired of those, so it's nice to see something a little bit different there. So we've got the flat black, we've also got coyote brown, olive drab, although again it's not quite olive drab, and then it's listed as sage here, but it's more of a khaki. So we've got all those colors again in the goggles up, goggles on the face, and the thermals. And then we've got these covered helmets, and they look a little bit different. Let's go with the multicam one, but I'll show you all the different patterns. So these have like a textured camouflage cover on them, and I think some of the details are slightly different from the solid ones. Yeah, so there's like I think that's a laser, like an IR laser type thing on it, and I think the battery pack on the back is slightly different. Or maybe that's the battery, I forget. Yeah, those look like night vision batteries because they're wired to the front. And then you've got some other stuff back here. But yeah, so some of the stuff is moved around a bit. And then we have another option here with the goggles on the back of the head. This one with a face cover. And then another full thermal one there. And so again, we've got that one in multicam, AOR 1, AOR 2, and M81 Woodland. I really like the multicam one. I think that one came out really nice. The Woodland one looks okay, but the colors don't pop as well on that one. And then these look alright to me, but I think the camouflage patterns are a little bit too small to show up in very good detail on there, but they look good with the uniforms. So like if we throw on one of these guys, I think it looks pretty solid. And so those are all the different head options that we've got going on. We've also got a bunch of face wear. So we've got some balaclavas in black, also white. Although I need to darken this one a bit. It's too bright, as you guys can probably tell. But if we ever do any like snow missions, I thought it would be cool to have like some snow gear. So black and white there. Then we've got these little half face masks in, apparently the black's not working, or it's the wrong texture, but black, green, and tan. And then we've got a bunch of neck wraps, like so. And then a ton of Oakley goggles in just about every color you can imagine. So we've got clear lenses, dark lenses, yellow lenses, and then gray frame, olive green frame, tan frame, and white frame. So a lot of different face wear options as well. And then one of the mods, I believe it's the Spec 4 vest mod, adds in the panoramic NVGs. So that's cool too. And they actually look really good on these helmets. The wires line up really well. So that's cool. And then let's see, I have a custom patch for this side as well, and all the uniforms do work with that, but obviously I'm going to change that because we have this patch on the right already. So on the left we'll maybe do like fire team patches or something, I don't know. Just something to mix it up, because I don't want the same patch on both sides, that's boring. And then, oh, a new thing that you haven't seen. We've done, you know, uniforms and vests and stuff in the past, but one thing we have not done, those white goggles are bugging the crap out of me, so let's throw on something different, is weapons. I've got a couple new weapons added in here. They're basically just ported over from Trixie's Marksman pack, but we've got this AWM sniper rifle, and we can throw... Oh, where did that go? Apparently we can't put sights on this one. I'll need to see what's going on with the config on that. But we've also got the M110. Oh, you know what? It's because I don't have ASDG, ADSG, the joint rails mod. I don't have it on. That's why we can't add sights and stuff. But I can add suppressors. And again, if I had the attachments mod, I could throw on laser sights as well. It works on my other computer because I have the mod installed, but I need to add the mod to this one. And then we've also got it in tan, and then we've got an M24A2 and then an M24A3. The difference being the A2 fires 7.62, the A3 fires 308. So a little bit more punch on this guy. And then we've also got the M40A3 sniper rifle. This is the M24 is like the U.S. Army standard sniper rifle. The M40A3 is the U.S. Marine standard sniper rifle. They're both based off the same Winchester rifle, I believe, so they're very, very similar. But there are some small differences. And I actually prefer the look of the M40A3, but I think the M24 is also a cool weapon. And obviously, if you're doing sniper rifles, especially with American forces, that's sort of like required. Was there anything else? Ah, there was. This is actually a British weapon, but I'm pretty fond of it, so I threw it in here anyways. It's the LM 308 MWS. So it's very reminiscent of like a SR-25, although the barrel's not as long. Otherwise, it's very similar. I believe it's made by an American company. So it is an American-made gun. It was made for the British Army as a marksman rifle, and I think it's a really cool-looking rifle. So I threw it in here, and again, we can throw suppressors on that. And with the Joint Rails mod installed, we can add scopes and laser sights as well. And so I think that's everything. Oh, right. You guys have seen these before, but I'll show them off again. We have Camelback backpacks in black, coyote brown, olive drab, and sage or khaki. So those are the standard backpacks. They're roughly the same capacity as one of these. I think they're slightly lower, but because they're similar in size, I just use this as a template. But I think they look pretty cool. Let's run around a little bit just so you guys can get an idea of what they look like when you're actually running around in them. So yeah, a lot of stuff being added. Again, I'm going to do maybe a couple more uniform variants. I probably won't add any more camouflages, but I might do a few more like different options for each camouflage. So this one, for example, you basically got full camo, and then the camo pants with black. I might do like these pants with a khaki shirt or something, and then maybe these pants with like the green shirt or the gray shirt or something. The contrast on this one seems a bit high on this monitor. I might have to lower the contrast a bit because the black seems almost too black. I don't know. I'll have to look at some more reference pictures and see if that's closer, if I need to tweak it at all. But yeah, again, I'm going to add a couple more uniform variants for this, like Multicam's got a few. So I'll do that for all of them, and then maybe add in one or two more camouflages if I really feel like it. The helmets are done for the most part. The Ops Core helmets anyways are done. Again, I'm probably going to replace these with better models if I can find them. And then as far as the hats go, I am going to add in a couple more fun ones like this Green Bay Packers one. And then I believe there is a matching model in this set with a backwards cap. So I might do all of the same ones but reversed as well, just because the textures will already be done. It's just a matter of applying them to a different model. So we might have backwards caps as well. And then I might do a set of the THM beanie mod with the headset and stuff, because these are, I don't know, I mean, I guess I could just retexture these, but I like doing modded stuff because everybody's seen the vanilla stuff. And then I might retexture these night vision goggles too, because they look a bit flat, but I do like these. And I'm not a fan of the new Apex stuff. It looks cool, but it doesn't really fit modern. It's obviously like futuristic type stuff. It doesn't really fit like modern like milsim operations, so I probably won't bother with any of it. And then I think that's everything. Again, I'll add another patch as well, just to have a little bit more variety there. And so I think that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I just wanted to show you what I've been working on, because I am working on this stuff, and I know people occasionally ask, you know, hey, what was the deal with Arma 3? Where'd that go? Still working on it here and there. I don't have time to dedicate to this completely all the time. So, you know, obviously I'm working on another series. I have to do all sorts of modding stuff for the various Warband playthroughs we've got going on. And I've got another series I'm working on for hopefully sometime around the holidays that will get started. That's going to be something sort of familiar, but also really, really new, and something I don't think anybody's ever attempted before. So I'm really looking forward to that, but it's taking me a lot of time to get set up as well. But I do have some missions underway being worked on, and people helping me with them. So hopefully we can get those done and the mod pack done soon, and start playing some Arma 3 on the channel. I don't know how often we'll do it. It might be like just like a once every couple weeks type thing, where, you know, I'll put up a mission for you guys, because I don't think I'll be able to play that often. But I would like to get it on the channel. I've obviously got a lot of modding stuff for it up on the channel, and so I'd like to have some gameplay as well. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and let me know what you think of this stuff in the comments. If you have any suggestions on stuff that might be cool to add, feel free to throw those in as well. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I had a great time showing off some Arma 3 stuff for you guys, and I look forward to seeing you back here for my next video.